Hi guys, this is CASMR channel and today I'm going to tell you all a story on the cycle of life. This is a story which I found online, so I'll help you all to sleep today by telling you this story. So I'll begin, not wasting any more time. So that day, old man was leaving us forever. I heard my mother calling relatives and friends one by one on phone and telling the news in a sobbing voice. They will take out ventilator today at around 3 p.m. You may come to see him before that. A week before the day when he was taken to hospital, my father was helping grandpa to lie on his back seat of our car. I could not forget Grandpa's last unanswered reply when I, while trying to control my tears, asked my mother whether he would be alright. Grandpa called me by weak gesture and softly caressed my hair as he generally used to do. But very soon his hand slipped away from my head, holding left part of his chest to unsuccessfully stop the rising pain. He was struggling to breathe normally. He was same man who once almost ran to market heavy rain to buy inhaler for me. When I lost the one in school and was little breathless because of asthma I had. But when it came to him that day, I could not do much, but just cried. My mother embarrassed me, saying Grandpa would come back soon. A night before that, at the hospital reception, my mother was consoling my distressed looking father to accept the destiny. It has to happen one day. I did not understand what it meant, but simply closed my eyes and prayed God to let Grandpa be well soon. My grandpa once told me that prayers, children, are pure and they surely reach God. But it did not happen, perhaps. That day, we reached hospital at 1 p.m. When we went inside, the security at reception did not stop me that day. I was following my mother, trying to meet her pace, climbing stairs to ICU where Grandpa was admitted. A nurse guided us to a room. After a long week gap, I saw my grandpa, my best friend. Grandpa was sleeping peacefully on a hospital bed. There was many small TV and radio alike boxes with tiny lights. Few boxes were making beep beep sound in rhythm. I knew that the sound was feeding heartbeats of my best friend, my grandpa. Then I saw my father with red and swollen eyes sitting closer to grandpa's bed. My mother could not control herself. She started sobbing loudly, kneeling at my father's shoulders. My father gently stood up and took my crying mother out of the room. I was left alone with the most adorable man of my life. I went closer to him where my father was just sitting few seconds back. I watched the face of my dear grandpa. There was no pain. It was calm and composed, even with few plastic tubes in his nose and mouth and a white foggy gas mask on it. I found his face quite charming and graceful. I started caressing Grandpa's hair. I wished that he uttered my name just once. It was the same mouth that told me so many stories every day until I slept. I was waiting for his eyes to be opened to see me the last time, but he continued sleeping. These were the old eyes that never got tired, enjoying watching my toys, my drawings, my homeworks, my mark sheets. Then I looked at his hand. It was same hard that used to caress my hair. I heard I held his palm in my both hand. I tried measuring my palm with his. Nothing had changed. His palm was still larger than mine. I touched his index finger. I held it last time. Holding it always assured me safe. Feeling in busy markets and crowded places. I took my inhaler from my pocket and kept it on a nearby table where already many medicines were kept scattered. Murmured in Grandpa's ear, "Don't worry, Grandpa, you would get well soon. I kept here inhaler to save you. It's a boy." Inhalerated voice of my father brought me back in my present. Today, after 18 years later, on the same floor of the same hospital, I found my father rushing towards a nurse who was carrying a just born baby. "What are you doing there? Come look at him. He resembles ditto your grandpa," almost shouted my father in excessive excitement, carefully holding the baby in his arms. But I saw my grandpa in my father more than in my just born son. A new cycle of life has started to repeat itself once again. So that's the story, my friends. I'll just give my thoughts on this. I feel that life is just like that. You get older, you have your family which will get older, and it revolves around and around. It goes in the same way, and the life cycle goes on circulating ourselves, and one day we end ourselves because there is no more life left in us. That is our end. And but there is always a new start of your family, so don't be sad about that. So this was my story. So if you like my sleeping stories, please comment me. If you want to hear more stories, I'll be uploading more videos on this. So I'll take a leave now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like my video. If you appreciate the video, please share my video. Please subscribe to my channel. And good night for today. I'll meet you next night. So good night. Thanks for watching.